Hello everyone, welcome to set 3 of Let's Play Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly. Last time we got the severest note, so let's go on with some story stuff. Now, I do have something to tell you guys that did happen. This is for my update on the haunting in my house. It is kind of freaky when you know the backstory behind it, which I'll explain after the upcoming cutscene. Oh, gods. Come on, I'm gonna get there and we'll explain it. Oh boy. Anything there? Let's go. Here we are. Alright, I'll explain after we kill these guys, because this is going to take a little bit of time. I need focus. I've been playing a lot of PS4 games, so I'm a little rusty. I'll try to keep both of them in the range. Alright, got 2 of them at least. Come on, do your thing. Not gonna have double shot. Come on, bitch faces. Whoa. That was ominous. Come on. I need them to swing their weapons. Another double shot, core shot, I guess? Oh, this will do, I guess. And do shit. I got him that time. Come on, fuckers. Oh, there he goes. Now focus on you. Come on, motherfucker. Let's do it. Alright, he's doing his thing. Gotcha. Fatal frame. Fuck you. Okay, so on to my ghost story. Was there another one? No. Okay. So then, for those of you who've been to my channel for a while, you may know this story. So I'm gonna explain what happened Saturday night, or was it Sunday night? I have it written down. Hold on a second. Saturday night. Okay. Looking for Crimson Butterflies. So I'll explain what happened on Saturday night, and then I'll explain why this particular series of events is kind of creepy, especially for me. So, on Saturday night, I was up late, just, drugs. Just, dicking around. I was playing some Dragon Age, because, I love that game. And more drugs. And, it was getting late. It was about midnight. I look at the clock. It was back then, like 11:40 something. I don't know. But I was like, I have class in a few days. I should probably go to sleep. It's, I'm getting close to the finals. I need to study and, prepare because, school's important. And so I went to the bathroom to go to, my usual routine. And as I was going there, ooh. Alright, now I want you guys to realize something. When I record in the basement. And above me, directly above where my bathroom is my old bedroom that I used. I moved out of it a while ago. But because of this, I can hear a lot of things up there pretty loudly. Especially if I go to the bathroom because it's not insulated in there. But as I was, going in there and getting ready to do my business, I heard a very distinct sound that I have not heard in years. What I heard was, very distinctly, 3 taps on glass. Now, for those that don't know why that's scary to me, because you haven't heard the story, I've had that experience happen quite often when I was a kid. There's a cutscene coming up, and I'll explain what that series of events was after the cutscene. But now, I also want you to keep in mind before I tell this story. This happened like in late 1990s to early 2000. This is the time frame I'm referring to, so keep that in mind when I tell the story. And this is something I've been telling people for years.
Yai! What are you still doing here?
Who are you?
The ritual will begin soon. If that happens...
Sorry, I was taking a drink. I expected a longer cutscene. You're back. Yai, you and Sai have to get out. She's at the ceremony master's house. She's going to do it. Go get her. There is still time to catch up with her. The keys to the gate are enshrined in the twin deity statues. Look for statues like this somewhere in the village.
Yai, the ritual is about to start. Hurry!
Alright. Alright, so to explain the creepiness of this. When I was a kid, like, before I even went to school, I had an imaginary friend. This is what a lot of people refer to him as. He was a man.
You cannot find a way to leave the village. Come and find me. I may be able to help.
So, he was a man who would stand outside in the living room, in the front yard, underneath this big tree we had. And he would just wave at me. And I've been inside him since I was a kid, so every night, obviously around midnight actually, I would wake up, I'd look out the window, and I'd see him standing there waving, you know. And I'd wave back, you know, because I'm a stupid little kid and I don't know about stranger danger. And then I go back to bed. Now this happened for years. Like, I remember waving to this guy up into grade school type of stuff. And, excuse me. And, how do I explain this properly? It's been a while, so I actually had to explain this story. And when I moved out of my old house, the one that I lived in when I was a kid, into the house that I grew up in, it was in the same area. It was actually right next door, ironically enough. And my bedroom faced down to the front yard, and I could see the tree. So every night I'd, you know, wake up, wave at the man, go back to bed. Now, if I didn't wake up at midnight to wave at him, I would hear a tap, tap, tap on the window. And this tap, you know, this would be his sign that he was there. I'd get up and I'd wave at him, go back to bed. And one night, ooh. Oh, gods! Move, move, move! And one night, come on. He's out of circle with me. Nope, got him. There's no one right behind me. Well, I don't think he's moving. No, okay, good. Come on. I'm about to explain the story after this fight. Alright. So one night, in my second year of grade school, so my second year, a bad thing happened. I actually lost a lot of my friends during that time because of me getting my glasses and being made fun of a lot. You know, high school or grade school American education, you gotta love it. So I was mocked and lost a lot of my friends, and I was understandably upset that night. So that night I ignored my that was creepy. I ignored my friend at the tree, and I heard, you know, the tap tap tap, and I was like, no, I'm upset. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna lay here in bed, pretend I'm asleep. Heard the tap 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 again, and I was just like, no, I'm not gonna get up. And then I heard knock knock knock. Now here's the difference between tap 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 and knock knock knock. Listen very carefully. Let's see if I can do it. It's versus on my window. If you couldn't hear it, I apologize. Just basically tap your desk lightly and then knock on it. And I ignored it again. It's like, that's kind of weird. Did I get the key from the last one? Let me check. But that freaked me the fuck out. But I forgot to get the key. Damn it. But I would just, stubborn fucker as I was like, no, I'm upset. I'm not gonna look at him. And he kept banging on the window, like seriously banging on the window, like he's trying to break open the window. And once he started banging on, I could hear the window rattling. I looked up and I saw him. Now, bear in mind, I never had really good eyesight, even as a kid. Obviously, I have glasses. So I never really got a good look at my friend at the tree. So when kind of grainy, but okay. But so when he banged, I looked up, and the first time, I got a good look at him. Now, keep in mind when I say this again, this happened late 1990s to early 2000s. Keep that in mind. When I saw him... I'm not getting it? Oh, I know why. When I saw him, what I saw was a bald man with no eyes, no ears, and no nose, but a big, toothy grin. And by toothy, I mean, like, think, stereotypical ghost that's trying to be creepy, fangs, nothing but razor sharp teeth, that type of thing. And he was smiling at me, very, very horrifyingly. And he would bang on the window again. And then he'd look at me, he couldn't see me because, he had no eyes. But his face was looking directly at me. And when he banged, he'd pause, wave at me, and then bang again. About the second time he banged on the window and he waved at me, after I turned to look at him, I waved back, very slowly, stuck out my little child hand and waved at him. And his big toothy grin went away into a small slit of a smile, and he slumped out of view. Now, I want you to keep in mind the height of my window as well. Oh, gods. It is about... Take a picture of these guys so I can run through them. Fuck. It is about 7-8 feet off the ground. And he was a good ways up it. Like, I mean, I could see shoulder and upper torso. So he had to have been at least 8.5 feet tall. Now, I know what you're saying, Slenderman, but keep in mind, this is before that type of shit came out. Whoa. This was like, we had dial-up in my house. So, yeah. So when I say, I heard the tap, tap, tap on my window from upstairs in my old bedroom, yeah, scared the fuck out of me. And that's pretty much the story. Terrified the hell out of me. I stayed up till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because of it. Alright. But yeah, it's horrifying when you think about it. Now, alright. Alright, now you may say, you were a kid, Shikyo. It's, overactive imagination, yeah, nightmare, shit like that, but, no. I, had a friend, or have a friend, haven't talked to him in years, but, when we moved out of that house into the, next house that I lived in for high school, he came over and we were hanging out. Now, bear in mind, I had only told him once about that. Ooh. Alright then, that was creepy. As I was saying, I've only ever told him once about my no-faced friend. And that's because he decided to wake me up by knocking on my window. Scared the fuck out of me. It was about like 3 o'clock in the morning, probably. I don't know. Not 3 o'clock in the morning. It was about 9-ish. I don't know. Anywho. Fast forward to when we were in high school. It was a summertime. It was, you know, fairly warm, and we didn't have the AC turned on. And so he told me, hey, let's open up some windows, get a breeze going in here. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, just don't open that window. And I was pointing to the one into the backyard, which has a big fucking tree in it. Now, he's like, why? And I was like, just trust me, don't open that window. I was like, dude, if we open up both windows, we can get a breeze going through here, cool us off a lot quicker. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want you to open that window. He's like, I'm gonna open that window. And I'm like, all right, fine. I'll be outside. Tell me when you close the window. And it was like, you know, late night. He was staying over. It's like, okay. I went outside, closed the door, sat down. Now, this is what he told me what happened. Excuse me. He opened the window and leaned on the window frame and looked outside. It's like, you know, it's like, nice cold breeze going through. And as he was doing this, he looked out into the backyard. Now, the big tree in the backyard has a treehouse in it. It came with the house. He looked at it, and there was a slide going down it. And he looked at it, and he's like, what's that? He says that when he did this... I saw something in the water. Anyway, he says that when he did this, he saw what looked like a very pale man in a dark suit sitting on the slide, just, you know, sitting there minding his own business. And when he... Fuck you. When he looked at it, you know, tilted his head, he said the man turned his head towards my friend, tilted its head... Ooh, gods. And in the time span of a blink, he went from the other side of the backyard to right in front of him. Oh, there it is. Now keep in mind... Ooh, crap. Oh boy. Nope, fuck you. As I was saying, keep in mind that it's a good 50 feet from my backyard window, my window to the treehouse. Probably more, I don't know, I haven't really checked. For obvious reasons. There she is. Now then, during that time when he got right into his face, he described a no-eyed, no-eared, no-nosed, bald man with a jagged-toothed smile just staring at him. Of course, with no eyes. Take that picture. Now... I never really explained the jagged tooth thing to him before, so all that was his own... part of his own story, I guess. Ooh, green crystal. Yeah, Spirit Orb. That picture. Now then, he explained my, friend, quote-unquote, to the letter, even to the black suit, which I rarely tell people about. And, what he did was, I heard him on the other side. I heard him go, what the... Slam! He slammed the window shut, locked it, and closed the blinds. He came out, he opened the door. I was looking at him, go, did you see him? He was shock-wide, like, yeah. So, I have confirmation that that wasn't just a, childhood, overactive imagination. So, yeah. Kinda creepy. So yeah, whenever I hear a knock on a window, I always go, because I remember that event. Both those events. So yeah. It's also why I don't like living in houses with a big tree in the front or backyard. Freaks me the fuck out. Alright, let's, upgrade that. Add Spirit Orb. Okay. So yeah, that's what happened Saturday, and what freaked me the fuck out. And it's also one of the reasons why I say the house is haunted. Because of shit like that. Either that or I'm haunted, which is always so lovely. I have another ghost story, but I will tell you that next time. Today's going to be the end of this set. I apologize for being short. Like I said, I have finals coming up. I need to study. So I'm going to be making relatively short sets until I'm done. Hopefully I'll be done by mid-next week. Anyway, that's it for this set. Hope you guys enjoyed my little ghost story. Next time, I'll tell you even more horrifying ghost story. One that freaks out a lot of people. So, Anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you guys next week. And remember, wave at the smiling man at the tree. He's friendly. Sometimes.